Hello students, I'm here again with another video from the chapter Electrochemistry, and in this video we are going to talk about electrochemical cell. So we'll try to represent it, and we'll try to know what this electrode potential is. Now this electrochemistry, so it's a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of conversion of electrical energy into chemical energy, or chemical energy from any spontaneous redox reaction into electrical energy. Now the device which convert chemical energy from redox reaction into electrical energy is what called electrochemical cell. Now what is redox reaction? So you know that when iron nail, it is dipped into copper sulfate solution, which is blue in color, then what will happen? The blue color of solution will disappear and the solution will turn into pale green color. At the same time, you will observe reddish brown color at the surface of your beaker or vessel, or on the surface of your iron nail. Now why this happen? So you know very well that iron is more reactive than copper sulfate, so it displaces copper from copper sulfate solution and will change to ferrous sulfate and copper. Now because of formation of this ferrous sulfate, the solution will change to pale green, and the reddish brown color is because of the deposition of this copper metal. Now the ionic form of the same reaction can be written as, you will get copper ion from copper sulfate solution and ferrous ion from ferrous sulfate solution. Now what is happening here? Now iron is getting converted to ferrous ion after losing 2 electrons. So the reaction is oxidation, and your copper ion is getting converted to copper after gaining 2 electrons. So the reaction is reduction. So in oxidation, you know very well that the charge increases of atom ion, any species increases, and in reduction the charge of the species decreases, right? Now same thing will happen when zinc strip is dipped in copper sulfate solution. The color of copper sulfate solution will change, right? So now what is the ionic reaction? So zinc copper ion from the solution will convert zinc to zinc ion and copper ion to copper, right? So zinc will get oxidized, copper will get reduced. So where your oxidation reduction takes place simultaneously, this is a type of redox reaction. And redox reaction is again classified as two: internal redox reaction and direct redox reaction and indirect redox reaction. Now in direct redox reaction, the both oxidation reduction take place in same vessel. So this is a type of direct redox reaction, and another type is indirect redox reaction. In indirect redox reaction, your oxidation reduction will take place in different vessel, and it is because of the chemical energy from the redox reaction that is converted into electrical energy in the electrochemical cell. Now let us take some examples of electrochemical cell. The simplest example of your electrochemical cell is this galvanic cell or Daniell cell. Okay, so and it consists of two half cells. Your zinc strip immersed in zinc sulfate solution, copper strip immersed in copper sulfate solution. These two are called half cells. Now these two half cells are connected externally through a conducting wire and internally through a salt bridge. As soon as the two are connected, the redox reaction will take place. Now, so zinc, this is more reactive than the copper, right? So now this zinc, in this half cell, oxidation will take place. Now zinc metal from the rod will get oxidized after losing 2 electron to zinc ion. That zinc ion will now go to the solution. The electron will left in this electrode. Now that electron, so when the two are coupled, will travel through this conducting wire externally and will come to this copper electrode or the half cell. Now here this electron will be accepted by the copper ion from the solution and will get reduced to the copper and will start depositing on the surface of this copper rod. Now when this is continue for longer period of time, what you will observe is like the zinc rod will become thinner and thinner and this copper rod will become thicker and thicker. Why thinner? Because when the two are coupled, it is getting oxidized. That means it is getting dissolved into the solution, and for that reason it will become thin, and here deposition of copper after getting reduced from the solution in this rod. So because of that, this one will become thick. So the electron is traveling from your zinc half cell to the copper half cell or zinc electrode to the copper electrode. Now again what we can say is, in galvanic cell or Daniell cell at zinc electrode, your zinc is getting oxidized to zinc ion and this electron will travel through the your conducting wire, will reach to this copper electrode, and there it will accept it by the copper and that copper will get reduced. Now what is the overall reaction taking place? Cell reaction taking place. Combine the two. So this 2 electron on either side of arrow will get cancelled. So from same side you add. So in same side you have zinc solid and copper, right? Then arrow. Then on the other side there is zinc ion and copper rod. Okay, now since here during the reaction what is happening, your electron, there is movement of electron from the zinc electrode to the copper electrode. Now your zinc electrode, now since it is having negative charge here, so this is your anode in galvanic cell, and the copper electrode where reduction is taking place, this is your cathode. Now what is happening to the electron? Now your electron is traveling from your anode to cathode. Now what about the current then? So current will flow in opposite direction, right? So that means the current will now flow from cathode to anode. So this is how your redox reaction, right? The energy from the redox reaction is getting converted into the electrical energy. Now there is one important role of that salt bridge. Now this salt bridge here is important because it play a vital role in this whole process. So the bulb here which you are observing here, so it will not glow unless and until the two are not connected through this salt bridge. So the main purpose of this salt bridge is that it completes the circuit. Okay, now another one is it will maintain the electrical neutrality. Now during the reaction, okay, now your zinc, what is happened here? So your zinc will get converted, oxidized into zinc ion. So here the zinc ion concentration in this electrode, the concentration of zinc ion will increase, and here so the reduction of copper ion is taking place. So that means here the concentration of copper ion will decrease with the progress of time. Now in order to maintain the electrical neutrality, now this salt bridge, it consists of your salt like KCl, okay, KNO3, your ammonium chloride, which is made a paste in agar gel, and this is a U tube is fed with that, right? Now see, so from the, it consists of your ions only. So here potassium sulfate is written, right? Now this to your anode, since here the concentration of positive ion is more, so this sulfate ion will go to the solution and then it will combine with the zinc ion, and this is how it decrease the concentration of zinc ion or positive ion out here. And here also, now see, so here what is happening to the copper ion? So it is getting reduced. So because of that, the sulfate ion which is there in the solution, right, the negative ion, the concentration of negative ion will increase. Now so that negative ion will get now neutralized by the positive ion coming from the salt bridge. So this is how your salt bridge, okay, it serves its purpose. So it maintains the electrical neutrality of the solution. It is observed that the total output voltage from this galvanic cell is 1.1 volt. Now let us discuss how we are going to represent this galvanic cell. So now in galvanic cell, what we have discussed, like in anode, like in zinc electrode, right, what will happen? The zinc will get oxidized to zinc ion, and at cathode what will happen? Your copper will get reduced to copper. Now same thing, how we can represent simply. So anode, so it is on, anode is kept every time on the left side and cathode at the right side, and they two are connected by a salt bridge. Now this salt bridge will be denoted by double dash, hyphen, slash. Now at cathode is placed at right side, anode at left side. Now what is happening in your anode? Oxidation, and at cathode reduction. Oxidation कसरी हुँदैछ here? What is the change? The change is from zinc to zinc ion. Okay, now at cathode what is the change? The change is from copper ion to copper. So this is how your cell is represented. And anode, this is your negative electrode, and cathode, it is your positive electrode. And anode ma ke bhayo? Oxidation, cathode ma reduction. This is simple representation of your galvanic cell. So in the same way, we can represent different type of electrochemical cell. Now again take another example of electrochemical cell where the whole overall cell reaction taking place is this one, like iron, okay, reacting with copper, giving copper solid and iron ion. Now so you just represent this in cell. So to do that, so first you should know, so which one is getting oxidized, which one is getting reduced, right? So from accordingly we will take one as anode, another one as cathode. So just the case of timra iron, okay, so it is getting converted to Fe plus 2 and Cu plus 2 is getting converted to Cu. Now the iron ki bhayo change, it is from 0 to plus 2. So what is happening? The charge is increasing, right? So charge ka increase huncha when the oxidation take place. So this your iron is getting oxidized here, and copper, it is getting like plus 2 dekhi 0. So it is getting reduced, charge kamti bhayo. Okay hai sir? Now your, so now next step will be your identify one as cathode and one as anode. So we have already discussed that at anode oxidation takes place, right? So which one will be your anode electrode then? Your Fe. So anode means your oxidation will take place, and here the oxidation is taking place of iron to ferrous ion after losing 2 electron. Then which one is your cathode? So cathode is your copper electrode, where copper ion after gaining 2 electron is getting converted to copper. Now how to represent this as cell? So this cell, electrochemical cell ma timro salt bridge huncha. So this is your salt bridge, सो मैले अघि नै भने सो लेफ्ट साइडमा एनोड हुन्छ सो लेफ्ट साइडमा राइट एनोड नाउ एनोडको विच फर्म यु हेभ टु राइट अक्सिडेसन फर्म राइट सो एनोडमा के हुन्छ यो चेन्ज हुन्छ फ्रम Fe to Fe+2 देन क्याथोड तिम्रो राइट साइडमा हुन्छ चेन्ज के छ तिम्रो Cu+2 to Cu ठीक है सो दिस इज योर रिप्रेजेन्टेसन अफ अनदर इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सेल नाउ तिम्रो इलेक्ट्रोन कहाँदेखि कहाँ फ्लो हुँदैछ सो इलेक्ट्रोन इज फ्लोइङ फ्रम योर एनोड टु cathode and this is the half cell reaction that is taking place at anode cathode out of two which is your negatively charged electrode yes anode where oxidation takes place so this is your negatively charged electrode and this one is your positively charged electrode in the same way we can represent different type of electrochemical cell. Now let us take a last example of electrochemical cell where this cell reaction is taking place. Again the first step would be the identification of your cathode anode. So here zinc is getting converted to zinc ion yes 0 to +2 so oxidation and silver ion to silver so this is your reduction. That means zinc electrode is your anode silver electrode is your cathode. So what half cell reaction is taking place at anode? Oxidation, right? And oxidation of zinc to zinc ion. And at cathode, reduction of silver ion to silver. Okay, now depiction of your galvanic cell. Again salt bridge. To the left side you will write anode and anode is your zinc electrode so, and the change is from zinc to zinc ion. Similarly cathode right side and the change is from silver ion to silver. So this is your galvanic cell. Now your negative electrode is your zinc electrode, positive electrode your silver electrode. The electron will move from anode to cathode, from zinc electrode to silver electrode, right? And the current now opposite I've already told you will flow from cathode to anode. So this is all about today. So again we'll meet in next video. Thank you.